Oh, okay. Alright, we're going to be solving rational equations and decomposing things into partial fractions. But the first thing I want to look at is to make sure we do know how to simplify rational functions. We've factored both top and bottom. And then anything that's the same on top and bottom cancels out. And so we're simplified to x minus 3 over x, where x cannot be 0, because remember the domain, the bottom can't be 0. This one we would factor the top, the bottom, 2x plus 1, x plus 1. And then remember, when you divide, you're actually multiplying by the reciprocal. So if we times, this is going to move to the top, and this one's going to move down. So if we factor this, we can factor a 4 out, and it'd be 2x plus 1, because this just moved up there. And then I can factor a 4 out of this one, and it'd be 4 and x minus 6. And now we cancel things. We can cancel anything on the top with anything on the bottom. 4's cancel. So we're left with x plus 6 over x plus 1, where x cannot be equal to negative 1. Alright, now to actually solve rational equations, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply through by the least common denominator to clear out the fractions. So the least common denominator, if we factor x squared minus 9, is going to be x plus 3 and x minus 3. Can you see that that's the least common denominator? Because if you think about it, if you had like 1/3 and 2 or 5/6, the common denominator here is 6, because 6 is 2 times 3. So because the 3 will go into the 6, the common denominator is 6. So because x minus 3 and x plus 3 will both go into these, my LCD is x plus 3 and x minus 3. I want to try to multiply the top by something that's going to make every single bottom cancel out. If you multiply the top by x plus 3 and x minus 3, and I'm going to show all my work on this first one. They don't actually take this long. And then plus 1. I'm multiplying just the tops. I'm leaving the bottom alone. I'm not touching it. X plus 3, x minus 3. Okay, what have I done? Well, this is still here. Okay, I just multiplied my least common denominator onto all the tops. Okay, now I cancel stuff. Those are the same, those are the same, those are the same. So what's left? 18 plus 1 times x plus 3 equals 2 times x minus 3. Now it is just a simple linear equation. 18 plus x plus 3 equals 2x minus 6. Combine like terms, x plus 21 equals 2x minus 6 minus 2x be negative 1x, and then minus 21 equals negative 27, so x is 27. You always have to check to see that your answer is not one of the answers that would make your domain a 0 in the bottom. I can't have an answer of 3, because if I get an answer of 3, when I fill it back in, I'm going to get 1 over 0, and that won't work. 27 is fine. It's not 3 or negative 3. So my answer is x equals 27. I'm going to go ahead and look at this one. This one, my LCD, to find my LCD, remember you factor, it'll be x and x minus 6. Okay, well I can see that this is my least common denominator, because x will go in, it has an x in it, and it has an x minus 6. So if I multiply everything on the top, and I'm going to do this one a little quicker, I'm just going to put it on the top like that. I hope that doesn't stress you out. Instead of having to rewrite the whole thing, I'm just putting it on the top. And then you cancel what's the same. Well, that's the same. The x minus 6's, and the x minus 6. So what's left? Well, I have 4 times x minus 6 plus 6x equals 16. So that'd be 4x minus 24 plus 6x equals 16. That's 10x minus 24 equals 16. Add 24. 10x equals 40. Divide by 10. X equals 4. I check to make sure it's not one of my answers. My two answers that it could not be are 0 and 6. 4 is fine, so that works. Okay. Now these are getting a little bit harder. Here I have a 1 understood to be underneath my 2. My LCD, I have to have an x plus 3. I also have to have x minus 5. So my LCD is x plus 3 and x minus 5. And I have to multiply that by all three of these. I'm going to multiply it here, here, and here. And let's see what cancels. Nothing canceled here, so it's 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 5. The x plus 3's cancel, so that's x times x minus 5. And the x minus 5's canceled, so that's minus 3 times x plus 3. I'm going to need to FOIL these out. That's going to give me x squared minus 5 plus 3 be minus 2x minus 15. That's x squared minus 5x, and then minus 3x minus 9. This is a quadratic. I'm going to go ahead and FOIL this out. 2x squared minus 4x minus 30. Combine like terms. That's x squared minus 8x minus 9. Get everything on one side, because you got to set it equal to 0. So I'm going to move this here. That'll be 1x squared. And then add 8x. So that's plus 4x. And then add 9 minus 21 equals 0. I factor it. X plus 7, x minus 3. So I get negative 7 and 3. I check to make sure that's not one of the answers I cannot have. I cannot have negative 3 or 5. Well, neither one of these are negative 3 or 5, so they're both going to work. Alright, this will be the last one for this video, and then I'll put the partial fractions on another video. This one, my LCD, if I factor this, I get x and x minus 4. So can you tell that that's my LCD because it has an x and it has an x minus 4. So I'm going to multiply through all my tops by x and x minus 4. X and x minus 4, and let's see what cancels. My x's cancel, my x minus 4's cancel, and everything cancels here. So what's left? I have x plus 4, x minus 4, equals 3. The x minus 4's are gone, so x minus a negative. Now minus a negative is the same as plus 16. So that's x squared plus 4x minus 4x, so minus 16. Because that cancels. I move my 16 over and my 3x. So it would be x squared minus 3x. What was that? Is that 32? Yeah. Bad news. That will not factor, so we have to use our quadratic formula. X equals minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2 times a. So that's 3 plus or minus the square root of, oh god, I need my calculator. Let's see, 9 minus 4 times negative 32. That's 137, which does not simplify, over 2. So that's my answer to that one. And that's going to stop that video, and then you need to go on and do the partial fractions video as well.